Hi, this video is going to show you how to use the Zoom H2 as an audio interface. This means you can use it with DAW software such as GarageBand, Logic, Audacity, Cubase, any of those. It's very easy to do. All you have to do is plug the H2 into the computer with a USB cable, making sure that you choose the USB 2 port, which is the fastest one. Then all we need to do is you get a screen on the Zoom which says storage or interface I/O or audio I/O, sorry, and you hand button, you select audio I/O. It'll then ask you what frequency you want to connect. It's default 44.1 Hz, which is fine. Select that, and then underneath that you use the right hand button again to select connect, and then it should connect with your computer. Now you might have some issues with drivers and things, you perhaps need to do a bit of work on that, but with the Mac it connected first time, no problem at all. So then we start our DAW software, and I'm going to use the simplest one available, which is GarageBand. Note I'm using the little tripod stand that comes with the Zoom, which is perfect for this type of, if you like, ad hoc recording. Very fast, easy to use. So I'm going to put the Zoom there, and then what we're going to do is zoom into the screen to give you an idea of what we need to do with the software to make it work well. So let's have a look. So I'm going to open up GarageBand, if I can find it. Here we go. I'll start a new project. I'm going to call it Siora. That's a song I'm working on at the moment. Siora Zoom test. Here we go. This is a very straightforward piece of software, very easy to use. And here we've got already highlighted one track, which we're not going to use because it's a piano track suitable for playing with a MIDI keyboard, that type of thing. So we'll just ignore that, leave it on, but we're going to ignore it. The first thing I'm going to do is use the computer's Finder program to find my MP3 backing track, which I've obviously got from a CD. It's in my iTunes collection, but you can actually take it straight from the CD and put it straight onto a track. Or if you like, you can record your guitar and do what you like really and create your own backing track. I've done that on many occasions, but let's just take this pre-made one and put it straight into GarageBand, and you drag and drop it onto the track pane onto the left, and then it'll show you the whole track. Here we can see it in orange. That's the whole of Siora, the backing track, ready to go. Now I know this software reasonably well, and the first thing I've done is turn off the metronome function, because we're playing along to an existing backing track and the metronome won't be in time, so I've turned that off. It's going to be quite annoying. So let's have a listen to the backing track, make sure it's working okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's fine. You can see my cursor's moving across the screen. That's great. So that's what I'm going to play along with. Now, let's talk about levels and getting the sound level right and using the Zoom interface. So the first thing we do is create a new track. So I go to track, new, and I'm going to choose a real instrument, which is obviously we're going to record the saxophone. So real instrument, and it's asking me where it wants to record from. Well, I've already chosen the Zoom. Now, one important thing is when you set up your software under preferences, is make sure that you've got selected under audio. It's already set up here. The audio input is the Zoom H2. Now for audio output, that's the listening to it back I'm going to use the built-in audio of the computer. I'm going to use the laptop speakers to do that because it's easier to listen to. But there's a point where you don't want to listen to it, which is when you're recording. You use headphones, which I'll explain. Okay. So back to our track. I've created a new track. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do, let me zoom out a bit so you can see what see the whole sort of setup here. So I've got the zoom ready to go here. It's in a nice position, ideal for recording my soprano saxophone. What I'm going to do is just test the recording level and watch the meters. There's little meters there on the track itself. That works quite well, and we're going to if there's a problem with that, you can use the left hand key to adjust the volume down or the recording level down on the zoom itself. Okay, so you get so that it's not peaking in the red on the meters. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a couple of bars of this tune, but the important thing is I'm going to plug headphones in to do so, because what I don't want to do is have the backing track spill into the microphone, because then I can't adjust things later. So we're ready to record our track. We set our levels. Let's make sure at the beginning. And you won't be able to hear the backing track, but I can. That's enough of that. So I've recorded my little couple of bars there. Let's unplug the headphones and have a listen to it back. Right, you'll do this only once, but you'll probably at one point leave the speakers on or not plug your headphones in properly and record, and you'll get the backing track as well, which completely obviates the point of using the Zoom H2, because you're then getting spill onto your saxophone track and you can't adjust it. But like I said, you'll do it a couple of times, I've no doubt. Right, normally when you do a really nice take. So let's have a listen to that back.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice clean recording. It's okay. We can improve that very simply. Let's do a couple of things. Let me just show you what this software can do. Let me zoom in quite close on the screen. Right, okay, let's show you what we do to make it sound better. So the first thing we do is I go to the details of the track down here, and I can add a little bit of reverb, not too much. Also add some compression, not too much. Let's have a listen to that back. Much more natural sounding. Right, now then, let's use the automatic volume control, which most of these software has now. They're a very useful piece of kit. You have got me talking a bit at the beginning there, so I'm going to drop the volume at the beginning to nothing, and then just before I come in I'm going to raise it up to the normal level. There we go. Now, you shouldn't be able to hear me now speak at the beginning.
1.
Complete silence apart from the counting.
2, 3, 4.
Beautiful. There we go. Obviously, you'd finish your whole track. You can drop bits in, you can cut, you can paste, you can do all sorts of things with your audio, and you can, when you've finished with it, you can then master it to an MP3 and upload it onto whatever you want, and job done.